All right, so I had a question from a parent asking, how do I know that I'm doing the cards right if I'm not really seeing any changes in my child? This is a great question because, somebody has an itch, because what you're doing is you're embedding neurological pathways in their brain. And so it is very likely that you're not going to see immediate drastic change. That being said, I have a story to tell you. I had a child that I had been working with. So obviously you remember that the conscious care cards came out of me working with families and working with kids and talking to parents and asking them, do you talk to your child in between sessions about what me and your child talk about or do? And many of them were like, no. And they said, I'm not a therapist, or I don't want to screw it up. So it really highlighted to me that there are a lot of parents out there that are really afraid of feelings, talking about feelings, and the medical model has disempowered them. And it's like, oh, your child's having a large feeling. Oh, your child's angry. Oh, your child's all of a sudden getting a lot of behavior slips from school. Send them to a therapist. Like there's no middle ground, right? While therapy is phenomenal and these are amazing supplements between therapy, your talking to them about feelings is so much more impactful in the long run. But coming back to the point, I had parents who would be very reluctant to talk, and so I just would jot down sentence completions or do this activity, and I would give them to parents. It was my very non-peer-reviewed study kind of quantitative research, that the parents who did the activity, one activity once a week. I'm thinking specifically of one child, that parent felt like that nothing was helping. The teacher came to me and said, what are you doing? And I had already worked with that child for 3 months, and I started giving the parent the activity, and she started doing it once a week. So it wasn't every day. It wasn't this arduous task. It was once a week. And all of a sudden, her behaviors in the classroom changed. And so all that to say, back to the question is, what if you're not seeing drastic changes immediately? Pretty likely you're not going to. But you also have to trust the research and trust that while you might not be seeing it immediately, you're going to see it eventually, and they might be showing behaviors outside of the home that are really changing the way they're responding to friends or disappointments or not being chosen on teams, ways that internally they're building resilience. So you're not seeing it, but eventually it'll come around. And trust it.